but it also looked like he'd answered the problems. Ivy doubted that Ronan had any interest in an elite boarding school. He didn't have any interest in the school he was in now. Like everyone on their academically gifted team, he was smart, scoring in the top 5% on the standardized tests all the kids were forced to take annually. But that didn't make him a stellar student, because he always seemed to aim to do the minimum amount of work, and he often missed that goal. Ms. McCartney pulled the hall pass out of Ivy's hand and added Ronan's name. Then the two gathered their things and quietly left the classroom. "Why are we going to the media center?" Ronan asked in the hall. He was slightly taller than Ivy and had short black hair, brown eyes with thick eyelashes, and a mouth full of braces. "I'm going to learn about West Archer Academy. It's a boarding school for smart and motivated students." "Cool. See ya." He suddenly turned down the hallway that led to the gym and locker rooms. "Where are you going?" Her voice echoed in the empty corridor. He didn't stop. "This way, where the unmotivated students hang out." "You're going to get in trouble." She jogged to catch up with him. "No, I won't. And I don't care if I do." "Well, I'm not going to let you get me in trouble." Because Ronan's name was clearly on the hall pass, Ivy felt it would be wrong to show up at her destination without him. Like on field trips, when you use the buddy system, losing your buddy is unacceptable. "Sorry to repeat myself, but I don't care." He paused at the water fountain and took a long drink. Ivy imagined pivoting on her heels and storming off to the media center. She wanted to be like Ronan. She wanted not to care. Instead, she said, "Please, Ronan, just come with me." For a moment, she felt ridiculous for begging. But then Ronan surprised her. He shrugged and said, "Okay." They went to the media center and didn't say another word to each other. 2. Ronan. Ronan Haywood lived in the Haywood house, which wasn't just a home, but also a place of business, and a name everyone in town seemed to know. His mother, Marjorie Haywood, was a locally famous psychic, and she performed readings in their formal living room. If Ronan walked in the front door, which he never did, it was the large room to the right behind frosted glass doors. Luckily, they also had a family room with a TV, a couch, and a wall covered in family pictures. He didn't consider the living room part of his home. It was an area solely for answer-seeking customers. When Ronan returned from school on Friday, he could hear his mom with someone. Most of her clients were regulars and had been coming to her for years. Potential new customers had to wait weeks for an appointment, since she only saw 3 or 4 people a day. She claimed psychic readings exhausted her, and she couldn't handle more. Ronan grabbed a bag of Doritos and headed for the safety of the family room. He had science homework, but it wasn't much. He could do it Saturday or Sunday, or during breakfast on Monday, or on the bus, or not at all. "Hey, Ronan." The voice, which clearly didn't belong to his parents or older brother, came from the front hallway. For a moment, Ronan debated ignoring the greeting. It was what he wanted to do, but if his mom found out, she'd give him a lecture on manners. "Hi," Ronan replied after he'd swallowed a mouthful of Doritos. Will Myers, a former baseball teammate, sat on the bench outside his mom's office. Since Marjorie Haywood didn't give readings for kids or allow them to observe sessions, clients' children were sentenced to a waiting area consisting of a bench and a table with a few National Geographic magazines. "How long does this take?" Will asked. "Depends. Like an hour?"